Welcome back to the Breakthrough Podcast. I am your host, Jonas.
And his co-host Parker.
Well. Parker had two chances, two of them, to win this belt, and things may or may not have gone his way. We'll get to that in a second. But if you
Let me
can
guess.
use your clues, look right here at my name card. Look right here. Um, I'll kind of spoil it for you, but yeah, welcome back. Pretty decent week of wrestling. Nothing crazy. Um, Trying to think. Do we have anything outside of the show itself to talk about?
Dante Chen has been in WWE for 4 years, and I just like quoted his tweet saying like, "Oh, like congratulations! Like, I know you
Dude,
worked so hard," and he
Parker
said,
tweets
"Thank
like
you."
a grandmother.
Well, I'm not gonna be disrespectful.
You tweet like a mother. You literally tweet like a soccer mom.
Yeah,
This kid, bro.
I'm just being
He's
respectful, bro.
tweeting back. He's retweeting a man who he's never met, barely even watches his wrestling. Congrats, you have worked the hardest that you can. All your fans are super proud. Like, shut up.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, you sound like a grandmother. Um, jeez, this kid, bro. All right, Parker. Without further ado, are you ready?
Oh, we're not there yet.
No, are you ready to get into the shows? Also, lean back, get closer to your mic so we can actually hear it. All right, Raw from May 19th,
Oh no,
2025.
rope, bro, no! I forgot. Freaking, I'm gonna be like crying at the end of this. We're talking about.
In the opening segment, Logan Paul confronts Jey Uso, delivering a dramatic segment that culminated in him knocking out the World Heavyweight Champion, generating significant buzz around their Saturday Night Main Event matchup. Um, his, I said this on Twitter. It didn't really get much, but somebody said, "What is it that you don't like about Logan Paul's promo?" And I literally just said, "It sounds like something you'd hear in My Rise." And it does. You can't even lie. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if Parker plays, but My Rise is sort of the campaign story mode of the 2K games, which is like you coming up as a wrestler. So
If you don't know, this is a comparison. Think of GTA 5. So, like, if you're just going online screwing around, that's you're just playing
yeah,
play.
like
You're just having fun.
it's like
But
something
playing the
that someone on
story
the
mode,
street would say when you're walking past them. You know what I mean? Like how they just say random stuff.
mhm, yeah, you're in like some like Springfield, like Illinois, and they like say stupid stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, get over here, I'll say drugs." You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Don't even know what this kid is saying. Um, we then had a women's Money in the Bank qualifier between Becky Lynch, Roxanne Perez, and Natalia. Um, decent match. Wasn't that bad. Natalia looked pretty good for a WWE match. Becky did good. Roxanne did good. It's just an overall great match. Um, Roxanne Roxanne Perez secures the spot in the upcoming Women's Money in the Bank ladder match by defeating Becky Lynch and Natalia. Because Lyra Valkyria attacked Becky Lynch during the match, leaving open an opportunity for Roxanne to attack the distracted Natalia, hit the pop rocks, and pin her 1, 2, 3. Later in the show, she appeared backstage with Finn Balor in the Judgment Day clubhouse, um, with Dominic's request for new allies. Balor emphasized that Perez is an ally and not an official member, suggested that she could be a reliable addition as she brought Carlito an apple and Dom his chicken nuggets. Um, I don't know what it is, but something about the summer just makes Dominic wanna ruin some relationships.
Sorry, I'm having like a midlife crisis. Um, yeah, sorry. Um, You're talking about Natalia, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're talking
I'm
about
so
that
sorry.
match.
I'll tell you after. Yeah, that match was pretty good. I'm really happy with the way, like, even though ooh, I don't want to sound mean. Natalia's getting older, like as an older
I'm
wrestler.
not a huge fan of Natalia because
Well, she's
she
getting older, but I feel like
wrestles Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like even though she's getting older, for the way she's performing, I feel like she's doing pretty good.
Yeah. This it's just because of the way she wrestles. She brings out the she's part of the Hart family line, so she wrestles like Brett, Owen, and them, which are golden era practically. And I say this all the time. Not my style of wrestling. I like Will Ospreay matches, which oh my god, double or nothing. I love it. Um, we then had a tag team match between Finn Balor, JD McDonough versus AJ Styles and Penta. Settle. Parker's dying.
Dude, I after this segment, cut the. I need to
Just
tell
text
you.
me. Just text me. I'll read it. I'm just gonna read off the
You
thing anyway.
you just start talking.
Finn Balor and JD teamed up to compete against AJ Styles and Penta in a tag team match. Following their victory, Balor sees the possibility of a new tag team name for the duo, hinting at a potential rebrand or formation of a more formal partnership within the tag team division. Um, Good match. Um, I'm glad that Finn finally got a win and actually pinned somebody. That was nice. It was decent. I mean, I liked out of the matches that we've talked about so far. I liked the women's triple threat from this show the most out of those two. Um, but Parker's busy right now, so we'll skip to the other one. Nothing crazy about this match, anyways. Excuse me. Sheamus battled Grayson Waller in a singles match. It was nothing crazy. Sheamus took control the entire time. Theory was on the outside. Theory barely helped. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. It was decent.
Crazy.
That meme, we don't need to talk about that, all right? But yeah, it was decent. Like, nothing insane or big in the match. Pretty sure Sheamus one was just like a bro kick. Yeah, Parker, what'd you think?
Thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of making dinner at the time of this. At the time of this going on, so I didn't get to watch it all. But I saw some highlights, and it was pretty good from what I saw.
And then we have the unfortunate events that took place in Rhea Ripley versus Kairi Sane versus Zoe Stark. During the triple threat match, Zoe Stark suffered a potentially serious knee injury after missing a top rope missile dropkick and landing awkwardly. She was removed from the match by medical staff. Um, the injury disrupted the planned outcome, leading Rhea Ripley to pin Kairi Sane, turning into a one-on-one match. After the Riptide, Rhea has qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. What do you think of
I'm
this match?
I okay. I'm happy Rhea qualified 100%. I'm kind of shocked that she did in a way because she's more of a main event. Like you think like mainly mid carders that if they want a mid carder they want to elevate Priest. Usually that's what they do. Io Sky when she won, Tiffany. That you usually think they would have mid carders. But Rhea losing the world title in what March, February, March, whatever that is, whenever she did. I'm just kind of shocked. It kind of feels like if like it feels like Swerve winning the contract that Christian has had. That's kind of what it feels like in my opinion. It just kind of feels like
Not
they should
needed.
have gone with Kyrie. Yeah, it kind of feels like what's it? What is it when Drew won the Money in the Bank?
Cena.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. She does not need to be in this match or win the briefcase. It would just be stupid. I saw a funny tweet where it was like, "Why does Rhea need to be in the Money in the Bank match when she's been cashing in an invisible briefcase every month this year?" Because she kept having the matches with Liv. Get it? She kept using an invisible briefcase. It was really funny. But I don't know. I think it should have been Kyrie. I just
oh
think
yeah.
I think this would have been the one time that they shouldn't have revealed who the person is, because it would have been an actual decent surprise. Um, yeah, I mean it was a decent match. Unfortunate that there was an injury during it, but It was decent. Like I
So
said,
that was if you saw the
it was
clip, her leg
bad.
bent over, it was bad. Also she had to get carried out. I hope she's all right.
Yeah. And in the main event, Jey Uso took on Braun Breaker in a non-championship match. Jey Uso, or no, was there a winner or did it end in it ended in DQ? Right? Yeah. Seth attacked Jey, leading to DQ. Bunch of people came out. Yeah, you get the deal.
I'm so happy they sung his theme
It was
song.
so good. Sammy came out and Punk came out. Punk got a crazy ovation. They sang his song. It was so
In my
good.
eyes, what do you see?
Honestly, honestly, it was a great Raw. But I think the one that just happened
It was
2 days
massive.
ago was my favorite of like the recent
It was a
ones.
massive Raw.
Um, moving on to NXT for May 20th, 2025. In the opening match, it was a triple threat for the number one contendership of the North American title. Wait, that makes no sense. What?
Wait, what?
They lied. I thought wasn't that wasn't the I don't even know. I don't know. But whatever. There was a triple threat between Javon Evans, Sean Legacy, a guy from Evolve, and Ashante the Adonis, where Sean Legacy secured a victory against Javon and Ashante, delivering a torture rack neck breaker to secure victory. Decent match. I like Sean Legacy. I don't think that's a
I like
crazy
you.
statement. What? All right. In a backstage segment, we had Zarya, Solruka, and Kalani Jordan. This took place in the women's locker room. Zarya, confident in her abilities, predicted victory over Kalani in their upcoming match, which had implications for the NXT Women's North American Championship at Battleground, where the winner would become the number one contender. Now, the match took place, and Kalani Jordan came out with the W, meaning that she was the number one contender. After Battleground, I think it's inevitable that Zarya will be facing Solruka at some point. I don't necessarily know if it'll be a heel turn. I could see it working that way, just
I think it's gonna
because.
be a friendly. They're gonna have like a friendly
Yeah,
competition.
it
That's
could
good.
it could start friendly, and then Zarya losing could make her angry and like start to who knows. Um,
Fart all over her face.
the new Chase University versus OTM. I don't know how to say this dude's first name. Araya Connors and Kale Dixon from Chase University
Neil
competed at.
Dixon, that's the guy. Freaking Braun Breaker destroyed him on Raw when he hit the steel chair when his head was in the steps.
Oh, that was right when he
Also,
started,
Dante
right?
Chen beat him on the last NXT Level Up
Oh,
match.
that's who that was.
Yeah,
we
so he
watched
got
that together.
killed by
Me
Braun.
and Parker watched that.
Yeah, I was wicked excited.
OTM's Bronco, Nima, and Lucian Price. Is that Lucian? Lucian? I don't know. I probably said it
How do you
wrong.
how do you pronounce it?
Lucian? I don't know.
No, how do you spell it? I meant sorry.
Lucin.
Probably Lucian.
I don't know. The match showcased the tag team dynamics leading into Battleground. It was all right, nothing crazy. Don't. Um, great match. I think both these wrestlers are underrated. Sean Spears versus Josh Briggs. Sean Spears was accompanied by the Culling, Nico Vance, Brooks Jensen, and Izzy Dame, who battled
I like
against
this
Josh
match, by the
Briggs.
way. I'm really starting to like these guys.
Yeah, the Culling are actually really good, especially after what happened with backstage stuff last night, which we'll talk about later or next week. Spears secured a
Last
win.
night?
Yeah, you weren't watching. Via an inside cradle.
Oh,
Post
oh.
match, Briggs attacked Spears, but the Culling intervened, leading to a beatdown until Hank and Tank made the save, leading to a 3-on-3 tag team match at Battleground. We then had a rap battle between Joe Hendry and Trick Williams, where Joe Hendry performed a concert segment, which was interrupted by Trick Williams, who delivered a rap performance titled Average Joe, a diss track aimed at Hendry. The segment escalated when Hendry smashed a guitar over Williams, intensifying the rivalry ahead of Battleground. Touchy subject for Parker. Yeah. And then the show ended with just some more hype packages for Battleground. Decent NXT, decent go home show. Parker's last good show of the week at this rate. May 21st,
What happened?
AEW
What happened on
Dynamite.
SmackDown?
Oh, well, you know what I mean, because
Yeah,
Joe.
shut up, die.
In Fortnite.
Joe.
May 21st, AEW Dynamite. Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page face to face open the show where they are engaged in a heated promo expressing their determination to win the Owen Hart Cup final at Double or Nothing. Basically, Ospreay said that this is his ascension and Hangman's redemption, as Hangman has been filled with rage for the past year and a half, really just going after people he hated most, not even caring about titles. He ended his, what's the word? You're the person who teaches you in wrestling. Not teacher, but you know what I mean. Like the fancy word for it.
Mentor?
Yeah, mentor. Christopher Daniels, he retired him. But yeah, so they got into a very heated promo battle, but decent work. In an all-star trios match, we had John Moxley and the Young Bucks versus Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Swerve Strickland. Excuse me. The match began with intense exchanges between the teams, showcasing high-impact moves and teamwork. Samoa Joe secured the victory for his team by submitting. Was it Mox? I think I wrote this down wrong. Didn't he tap Mox again with the coquina clutch? I don't know. I might be wrong. Whatever. After the match, a massive brawl erupted involving Kenny Omega, Shibata, Claudio Castagnoli, and others, escalating tensions ahead of Anarchy in the arena. Gosh, we'll talk about Anarchy when we get there. Parker, turn that off! Ricochet versus Anthony Bowens. Ricochet defeated Anthony Bowens using controversial tactics, including a low blow and the spirit gun. After the match, Mark Briscoe confronted Ricochet, leading to a tense standoff, hinting at their future stretcher match at Double or Nothing. MJF joins the Hurt Syndicate. Parker, can we lock in, please? This kid, bro. Lock in, like, this is actually getting annoying. MJF officially signed a contract to join the Hurt Syndicate in a dramatic in-ring segment. The signing was interrupted by Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, leading to a chaotic confrontation that set the stage for future conflicts, with a tag team title match set for Double or Nothing. Why do we have to have this as the match? It should have been Cedric, man. Cedric wants to be in this. They want Cedric. Let him go. But Cedric is now a free agent. He's been wrestling on the indies. So pretty cool. Shadow Hang 'em High on Twitter. He was at an independent. He just kind of randomly showed up.
Triple H.
Yes, he is Triple H.
Isn't that a big rumor that Hang 'em High is Triple H?
He's not. We know that he's not. It's just a joke.
How do you know that?
Because we know.
How?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like Ezekiel and Elias. They're not the same person, but everybody thinks they are. And Elijah. Elijah's not the same person.
Shut up.
That's his brother.
It's like saying Rusev and Miro aren't the same person.
No, they're not. They're cousins. Rusev had long hair. Just saying. Mercedes
Like Gable
and Jamie Hayter come face to face. Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter had a tense face-off, exchanging sharp words and physical blows. Their altercation intensified their rivalry ahead of their match in the women's Owen Hart Cup final at Double or Nothing. We'll talk about that match later, right, Parker? Mina Shirakawa versus Julia Hart, where Mina Shirakawa defeated Julia Hart with a seatbelt pin in a competitive match. After the match, Shirakawa applied a figure four leg lock around the ring post on Toni Storm, sending a painful message ahead of their title match at Double or Nothing. The closing segment was a backstage brawl where Samoa Joe had earlier promised to attack the other team of Anarchy in the arena before the show would end, and the Jacksons claimed, "He didn't get us. We're leaving. We're running away." And then Joe chucked the trash can at their head. Yeah, so the Young Bucks, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, Kenny Omega, Shibata, and others came out to the ring, heightening the suspense and anticipation for the Anarchy in the arena match at Double or Nothing. May 23rd, 2025, Friday Night SmackDown. Opening segment, Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair are in the ring with a heated promo battle talking about how Tiffany is the current champion, blah, 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 talking about Money in the Bank. Tiffany kind of went out. I don't know if you guys saw it, but on Twitter, people were like, we really had Alexa qualify, and she's the oldest woman in this match, and people were like, dude, what is your problem? She's literally not even that old. Parker, go to John G's Twitter. He's giving away 10 signed posters. Um, so yeah, it's funny, but she just kind of called Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair vintage, saying, oh, blah, blah, it's Tiffy time. So, nothing crazy. Women's Money in the Bank qualifier, Charlotte Flair versus Julia versus Zelina Vega, and triple threat match.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to try to win one of these, so I'm gonna be muted.
It literally said, like and retweet. I'll do it too. It says like and retweet for a chance to win. He's actually in PUBG Mobile though. That's the funniest part. Yeah, so in the triple threat match qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Julia emerged victorious by pinning Charlotte Flair, marking a significant debut for Julia on SmackDown. I think the right person won here. Like, she deserves to be in there. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good to have Julia in that match. We then had Tommaso Ciampa versus Chris Sabin in just a basic one-on-one match with Ciampa. Ciampa defeated Sabin with help from the returning Candice LeRae, joining DIY. Ciampa hit a running knee for the win. After the match, LeRae celebrated with Ciampa and Gargano, signaling a reunion of maybe signaling the Way. I don't know if you know what the Way is, but it was a group in NXT 2.0. Backstage, we have an altercation between Zelina Vega, Chelsea Green, and the Secret Harvest. After her match... Zelina beat... What was it? Zelina... No, Zelina was in the triple threat. My bad. After her match, Zelina was confronted backstage by Chelsea Green and her faction, Secret Harvest, where Chelsea said, you can be the Women's U.S. Champion, but you're still a loser. Look at that. And,
all right, so what I did, to win, you just have to like and repost. But what I did, I reposted it and then I quoted it and put the cameo that I got from him. Worth a shot, I guess. Now I have to go to PUBG Mobile's TikTok and find out how to win there, and it's not posted because these guys are idiots.
All right. Yeah, so after listen, come on, man. Zelina slapped Chelsea and got jumped by the Secret Harvest, who was saved by Michin and BFAB, leading to a match between BFAB, Michin, and the Secret Harvest. Despite attempts of interference by Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega neutralized her, allowing Michin to hit the Eat Defeat on Alba Fire. BFAB then hit the Fabulous, get it, neckbreaker to secure the victory. Decent match, nothing really important, no offense. We then had Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo, Jeff Cobb, versus Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix. Fatu and Jeff Cobb secured the win, showcasing dominance in the tag team division. Decent match. I know I say that a lot, but that's just how it is. We then had a men's Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier between LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Aleister Black, where LA Knight defeated the two others to earn a spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Knight's victory was a significant step towards his championship aspirations, as this is his third consecutive year qualifying for the ladder match. In the main event, we had the Street Profits versus Fraxium for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Street Profits defended the titles against Fraxium. During the match, a massive brawler erupted involving DIY and MCMG. The chaos escalated when the Wyatt Six made a shocking return, attacking all teams and leaving the tag division in turmoil. Friday,
I'm back.
This SmackDown was Bray Wyatt's birthday. Rest in peace, GOAT. And they brought out a birthday cake, so that was nice.
That was beautiful.
Hoping they're on the show Friday. They're not just doing a one-off. Like, I think they should be on weekly now that they're back. You know what I mean?
Actually, I did both the TikTok and the Twitter. So
Gosh.
I hope I have a chance.
All right.
Dude, that's going right here.
Yeah,
I
but
would freak
if
out.
you
I
get
would.
it, you have to get a frame. Oh, oh, oh. Lag.
I have a somewhere.
Moving on to
No,
honestly, this Saturday night's main event wasn't awful. It was mid. Um, First match was the best match for sure. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn, accompanied by Paul Heyman. Seth and Braun Breaker came out together, facing CM Punk and Sami Zayn, where Bronson Reed made a surprise return during the match, attacking Punk and aligning himself with Rollins and Breaker. I don't get it, man. People are like, this makes no sense. Bronson just tried to murder Seth Rollins on TV 8 months ago. Why would Seth want him? Because he doesn't want to get murdered by him. Like, it doesn't. So you're telling me, listen to this, Parker. A guy who almost murdered you wants to work with you to help you almost murder other people. Are you going to say yes or no? Alright, this kid's just not even paying attention. Yo, pay attention! Like, yeah, I'm so done with this kid. Whatever. We then had.
Oh, I want to be work with the guy who almost murdered me.
Yeah, but I don't get it. People who say that, oh, it's stupid, you're stupid, alright?
No, you're stupid.
We then had Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green for the WWE Women's United States Championship, where Zelina Vega successfully defended her title. Despite interference attempts, Vega retained her championship, executing a Code Red, Avalanche Code Red on Chelsea for the pinfall victory. Now, people were being so critical of Zelina, and I think it's just stupid, man. She messed up the 619 for the first time in maybe like 6 months. And people are crapping on her all over social media, just like, she sucks, why is she our champion, blah, like, just running their mouth about her because she messed up once. Oh my gosh, Parker, the promo on TikTok has 1,000 views.
Huh?
The promo on TikTok has almost 2K views.
Are we serious?
I'm being serious. Why is my mom commenting on this?
1980.
Why is somebody saying grown man quilted rose? Like, bro.
Can't even have fun no more.
No, so grown man is hating on us, but then can't even have no fun more is supporting us.
That's my boy, destined for greatness.
Yeah, we're deleting that. Sorry, mom.
This is fire, and then there's a fire emoji. Grown man can't even have fun no more.
It's no, bro.
Grown man,
I'm
you can't
15.
even try. Who is that? Wait, he's friends with some of our friends, bro.
Who? The gamer?
The kid who said grown man.
Oh, it's Rel. That's why.
Oh.
Rel hates on me so much. I don't even care.
Who's that boy Jesse? That boy Jesse said can't even have fun no
I don't
more.
know. Oh, he's got wrestling on his thing, but that's funny. Yeah, because I looked over, my thing had 99 notifications on the BTR TikTok account.
And favorites 40 shares.
Bro, I can't even lie. That I like this. Like, I'm not even lying.
Following 5 accounts.
Grown man is crazy.
Shout out Miyagi Mike.
Bro, Alyssa, Isabel, Travis.
Are we cutting this out, by the way?
Oh, well, I didn't say their last names. They don't watch this. Shout out Miyagi Mike. Sorry, I just feel like I had to say that. We then had John Cena versus Ron Cena in a non-title match. I say Ron Cena because R-Truth came out wearing a Ron Cena shirt, coming out with his music, all of that stuff, so it was pretty funny. Cena didn't want to show sportsmanship, delivered a low blow, attitude adjustment, picked up the win.
He hesitated to hit him with the belt, though.
Yeah, and then he hit him with the belt after the match, so it doesn't really do much.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he did.
Nope.
This kid. We then had Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage match where Damian Priest walked out the cage and Jesse Ventura did not like that. And I stand with him on that because it's stupid, stupid, stupid that in a match where you're supposed to be stuck in a place with your opponent so you can't run away, you can just leave and win the match. It's dumb. I don't care what anybody says. It's dumb. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. What are you doing?
I'm trying to see like. I saw a Twitter notification. I started having a heart attack. You're too weird. Oh, if you win, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, if you win, I'm robbing you.
You're dropping me. Okay.
I'm robbing you.
Oh,
I'll tell you after.
In the main event, Jey Uso defended his championship against Logan Paul. Where before the match, John Cena said, "Wouldn't it be awful if a YouTuber won the world championship? Wouldn't that ruin wrestling?" Yes.
Sigma.
During the match, John Cena attempted to interfere on behalf of Logan Paul, but Cody Rhodes made a surprise return to neutralize Cena's involvement. Uso retained his title after delivering a spear, followed by the Uso splash for the pinfall. After the match, Rhodes challenged Cena and Logan to a tag team match at the upcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
How are Travis Scott and Jimmy gonna get into this?
No. I don't want Travis Scott in wrestling, man. He ruined WrestleMania. He ruined WrestleMania. I don't want to hear Fiend ever again.
There's a rumor on Twitter, there's
that's going to come out of Money in the Bank, and I don't want that to happen.
There's a rumor that it's going to be 3-on-3, Cody, Jimmy, and Jay and Jimmy versus Cena, Logan, and Travis Scott.
If Travis Scott gets put in the match, I'm generally going to. What's the word?
I would love to see Travis Scott get like 10 super kicks and a spear.
Yeah, I would too.
I liked him coming out of Mania. Hate me. Cancel me.
I hate you. Moving on to the greatest show of the week, Double or Nothing. Wait, I did it in the wrong order. Oh wait, no, I didn't put Battleground because we didn't predict it. But the main problem here, Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams for the TNA World Championship. What happened, Parker? Go ahead. I'll let you air your grievances. Who is the TNA champion? I have a feeling.
Okay. You're fat. I'm muting you. Alright, so basically what happened was the match was going pretty good, and then ref got distracted, Trick dropped Joe on the title, and then Trick shot at him to win. I'm kind of happy that a TNA or an NXT dude won a TNA title. I think this is going to lead to Joe and Oba and eventually fighting. I think that the move that Trick used on Joe on the belt, Joe's gonna use that to Oba on a open turnbuckle because Joe's gonna know that he cannot win, plain and simple with Oba. So he's gonna do some cheating, not in a heel way, just to win, and then he's gonna hit him with a standing ovation to win. And Ricky's gonna end up taking it from him in the future once he has a reign with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but I think honestly, I don't know. Moving on to Double or Nothing. Saturday Night Main Event. We ended up tying. We didn't have anything different on that show, correct? Or no, we did. You had R-Truth, I had Cena. So I took night 1 by 1 point. Also, don't forget I have the bonus point from WrestleMania. And then on Double or Nothing, the only thing that was different was he had Jamie Hayter and I had Mercedes Moné. And how convenient! That was the first match on the main card, where in the finals of the Owen Hart Tournament Cup, Mercedes Moné defeated Jamie Hayter, maintaining her undefeated streak and securing a future title shot at AEW All in Texas. Meaning, what, Parker? Meaning what? That you're just like your sorry old TNA champion, Joe Hendry, and you lose your title. Oh, I lied, Parker. Parker, forgive me. You never had the title. I had it. My bad. That's my fault. We then had FTR versus Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness, where FTR emerged victorious. Basically, they knocked out Nigel on the outside and 2-on-1 Danny for the win. One of my favorite matches of the night, the Stretcher match between Ricochet and Mark Briscoe, where Ricochet secured a win. Dude, Briscoe was covered head to toe in blood. Like, Parker wasn't watching because he was watching Battleground because he wanted to make sure, he wanted to see if his favorite wrestler would retain, but we all know he didn't. Yo, Parker, what are you doing?
Just had a dream. I thought the world was ending, and my first thought in said dream was about Fraxium. Am I cooked? And Dante Chen replied, they'd be the ones to stop the world from ending.
They would. They're literally superheroes. We then
Joe, if
had...
you're watching, nope, shut up, Joe. If you're watching, I'm not trying to be like a beggar, but I've been a fan longer than Jonas has been fat, and that's saying something.
That's not even
So,
true. I've been fast since the day I was born.
but
Oh my god, please, please. Keith Lee says he is confident his time for an in-ring return will come. Please, please, I
WWE,
need him
WWE,
back. Dude, that's one of
WWE.
my favorite matches of all time. Him versus
Keith Lee versus
Dijak,
Rusev.
bro. Have you watched that
Him
one?
versus Rusev. Nope.
Oh my, you need to watch it.
I
It's
need
so good.
we need Keith Lee versus Rusev.
When I met Dijak, I literally talked to him about that match. I was like, dude, that's my favorite match ever. He had like a picture of it there. He was like, thank you, man. I love that one. I was like, dude, your voice is deep. Dude, his voice was
He's
deep.
nuts.
But also not Roderick Strong. Don't know why that name came to mind. Metro Boomin was what I was gonna try and say. Metro Boomin wants to produce WWE theme songs, so that'll be cool if they do that. We then had an AEW Tag Team Championship match between the Hurt Syndicate and the Sons of Texas, where MJF almost lost the titles for them, but also helped them retain the titles. So, Hurt Syndicate are kind of even right now with MJF. We then had a Continental Championship match between Okada and Speedball Mike Bailey, where Okada successfully defended his title after hitting a dropkick on Mike Bailey coming off the top rope. We then had Don Callis family versus Paragon, where the Don Callis family picked up the win against Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. We also had the AEW Women's World Championship match, Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. Toni Storm retained her championship in a hard-fought match against Mina Shirakawa, and then they kissed. I'm not joking.
Lucky.
What? This dude, bro. But Parker, you know who didn't return? Mariah May, which makes me think that she will come out at Evolution 2 or NXT, people are saying. Because, this is a little jump ahead to next week's show, but Stephanie lost her title last night, and Jordynne Grace didn't win it at Battleground. So, reports are saying Jordan is heading to SmackDown, Stephanie's heading to Raw, and Mariah May
versus
might
EO.
take over in NXT. Yeah, Steph versus EO
versus EO Evolution.
Please.
Please.
We then had the Anarchy in the Arena match, where the team of Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Will Nightingale, and the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse, and Shibata beat the Death Riders, Mox, Castagnoli, Shafir, Yuta, and the Bucks in a chaotic and brutal match. The match ended with synchronized finishers from Swerve and Kenny. Kenny sent one of the Jacksons through a table with the One-Winged Angel. It then exploded. The Ops and Willow locked the Death Riders in the ambulance from the stretcher match, and Swerve hit his trio finishers on the other Jackson and pinned him for the win. Also during the match, Hook came back to help the Ops, but didn't stay for long because he's probably mad that they went on to keep having matches without him. They won the tag title or the trio titles without him, but he also came out wearing a Kenny from South Park sweatshirt, so that was pretty cool. And in the main event, we had the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament final between Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay. Ascension.
If this match was
Redemption.
a woman, I would kiss it.
If this match was a sandwich, I'd eat it in 2 seconds, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because you usually eat sandwiches in 5.
Yeah. Hangman Adam Page defeated Will Ospreay, earning a shot at Jon Moxley's AEW World Championship at All in Texas. There's too much to talk about, man. It was so good, dude. Hangman was moving at such a fast pace. No. The most poetic part about this, each each of them had to use their biggest rival's move on the other person because they knew how much it took out of that person. Hangman went for the big pressure. Osprey went for the one-winged angel. It was so poetic. It was so fire. I hope I can watch this match back soon. It's just so good. But yeah, with that being said, I'm still the predictions champion. 114 days now. Um, but you know who's not champion anymore? That guy, Joe Hendry. But Parker, who is your wrestler of the week? And it can't be Joe Hendry because he lost.
Thanks. I got to give it to Trick because
Trick and A.
he made mad history.
All right. With that being said, goodbye
Bye.
and
Wow.
good night.